Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Trails Through Daybreak 2. Wow. Alright. Pharaoh Fiasco here. And last episode, we got done with Act 2A, March 14th, 1209. Sightseeing airliner Soleil Baleine. Aludra.
This feels great.
Yeah, this still doesn't seem all that safe to me.
It's been a while since I rode an airliner. I've only ever taken them on Jaeger expeditions.
And this is the first time we've seen one of these since, like, or even been on one of these since, like, SC, isn't it?
I usually don't ride them either, unless I have to fly out of the country.
Well, not counting, we had our own private ones in the Cold Steel games, but, like, a public one.
Otherwise, my truck suits me just fine.
Can't deny this thing makes good time. I'd probably be having the time of my life if it wasn't for all that stuff that happened last week.
Yeah, way too much.
Aaron.
I think this trip will be a good chance to put that stuff out of your mind. She told you not to worry when we left. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
So, Ashin, she'll be able to pick herself up from this. She's a big girl.
Things might get a little crazy around here for a while, but don't worry. I'm going to do what I can to get things under control.
I'd have preferred if it turned out that she was evil too, but...
I want you to focus on what you need to do for yourself.
Well, not that Sal was evil.
She's giving it her all right now, so I got no right to do any less. I'll deal with Sal once everything's settled down.
Got it. As long as you've made your peace with everything.
There you are.
Katra! Okay, so the gang is all here. Well, probably for the most part. Hey!
Are you alright, Aaron?
Why is everybody making a fuss over me all of a sudden? Knock it off.
Well, you were the one most affected by everything that went down.
Don't waste your life worrying about us grown-ups. You and Small Fry ought to spend it slacking off and pranking people.
And turn out like you? No thanks.
Well, at least he's acting like himself again.
I'll take it if it means we're all in high spirits. Well then, I say we kick back and relax until it's time to disembark.
Is Van gonna do a walkabout?
We will need to confirm the situation once we're on the ground. Then we can meet up with Miss Claudel when she arrives.
Okay, so everybody's coming.
Attention all passengers. We will soon be arriving at our destination. Please return to your seats and prepare for landing.
We don't actually know where we're going. Nobody was talking about where to next at the end of the last act.
Well, that was fast.
The invitation said we'll be going to a private resort off the southern coast of Calvert.
Dang, being in Arkwright Solutions has so many perks.
Oh, so that's Nemeth Island, huh?
Nemeth Island. So this is a brand new location. Nobody has ever said anything about this place ever before. Though the source of the chaos within Longport had been quelled, the city still remained in a state of upheaval. Van's group intended to remain there for several days to help deal with the aftermath while gathering information. However, their plans swiftly changed when a letter arrived at the doorstep of their lodgings. Well, I doubt it'll be C because it would be a little too shady for C to invite us somewhere. March 12th, 2 days prior. So, we're sure about this then. You all really got the same exact invite that we did? Yeah, it appeared on our doorstep out of the blue. Funny that it came just when we finished wrapping things up here in Messeldom. It reminded me of that threat letter we got before, but in a way, this is even more bizarre. Ooh, everybody! I agree. It says it's an invitation. I look forward to seeing all of you this weekend. You'll find what you're looking for here, EH, owner of Nemeth Island Resort. Okay, if EH is the owner of Nemeth Island Resort, then this is gonna be a new character. What we're looking for, huh? So does EH know about the Genesis hunt? Pretty freaking obvious who this EH person is. Oh, is it? EH. Hamilton? What's her first name? I don't I don't remember what her first name is, but I guess if this is somebody who we know, then it's gotta be Hamilton, right? Indeed, it is hard to imagine it would be anyone else. Oh! I know we're all just assuming at this point, but do you really think it's him? So what, he's rich? Well, I guess being an Ouroboros probably pays really well. There was another envelope containing vouchers for rooms at the resort. Just enough for the three of us. Well, it was nice of them to include me and Nadia, at least. You said it! Free suites at a fancy resort? No way we're passing that up! Is what I'd normally say, but this seems kinda sketch. I might duck out of this one. I don't know, we might need all hands on deck for this, Nadia. Wow, you're turning down a free, all-expense paid-for vacation? Gehenna must be freezing over. Her priorities have likely shifted after they encountered the man who formed the gardens. And now, through some twist of fate, he remains its only survivor. I don't know, we thought we were the only survivors, but these jokers just won't stop popping up. Yes, that seems to be the case, although we know next to nothing about him. I'm not sure if that's true, Agnes. We know he's Yuri Lowenthal. The fact that all of his minions were just dolls seems to back up the sole survivor theory. But yeah, our priority number one is getting LP back. We suspect she's currently under his thumb. And we're going to do something about that. And I heard you two have got some similarly hair-raising news, yeah? That's right. It's related to the Genesis fragments. Okay, because these two have been off-grid for basically the entirety of Act 2, so... Glasgow's family let us take another look through the documents in his office. Thanks to that, we discovered that an item matching its description ended up on the black market. So we had a second Genesis piece? From there, we called on Yes and asked if Ren could corroborate the information with her contacts in the Blacklight district. We looked into various distribution channels and found that the item had fallen into the hands of an unknown individual. So, this must be E.H., who we strongly suspect is the sender of these letters. You'll find what you're looking for here. Maybe that part wasn't bait after all. Not sure what y'all's takes on this are, but I think this is worth checking out. I'm with you there! Plus, it'll be a nice excuse to get the whole gang back together. We've pretty much wrapped up all our business here, so we should be able to meet up with you guys soon. Oh, there's a flight leaving Messeldom with a layover in Longport. I'll see if we can still book it. We'll be joining you guys too, naturally. It's possible this EH person has information on the hooded man. Yeah, you might be right, S. I wouldn't be surprised because he did say he basically brought the gardens under his wing. It's how we got Ix and Yorda. But even if you're not, we're at least getting a free summer resort vacation out of the deal. Personally, I could use a bit of R&R, so I wouldn't mind if it was uneventful. Unfortunately, we're tied up helping with the festival preparations for the moment, so we'll be a little bit late getting there. If a fragment of the 8th Genesis is there, we have no choice but to go. We may even find a lead on the Crimson Grendel case too. And so that's how we all ended up on our way to Nemeth Island. Whoa, this thing is way off the beaten path. And flights just go here? Nemeth Island. Like, did they have to take a private airliner to get here? Because it doesn't seem like this place would... Well, if it's a resort. Fragments. A holiday on Nemeth Island. It is very nice.
This place is gorgeous. Nothing but clear blue ocean as far as the eye can see. Oh, and just listen to those seagulls.
It's quite pretty, yes. I feel refreshed just standing here on the landing strip.
We so deserve this.
This place would make for a nice weekend getaway. Too bad this isn't a normal vacation.
Yeah, we're not really going to be able to let our guard down with the that guy around.
I know what you mean. Still, I'm sure we can have some fun along the way.
Is he here to meet us?
Y'all got your bags off the airliner?
Did Van bring his truck?
Yeah, we Wait, you brought your truck?
This guy is serious.
Of course I did. I wasn't gonna leave her in Longport. She'd get lonely.
Oh, man.
That's Calvert for you. It's the one place that lets you bring a truck on an airliner. Actually, I think I heard other countries have started taking up the practice too.
I'm sure. Calvert has already left everybody else in the dust in so many other ways. They can't fall that far behind. Frickin' Zeiss, dude.
Oh, look! There's another airship.
Oh, who else is joining us? I doubt it's going to bring all the other randoms that we've picked up along the way.
Isn't that?
That looks like maybe it's Marduk.
That's the royal family's personal airship. I think they call it the Horvatot?
The royal family of Calvert.
What's an Elsheim airliner doing down here?
Oh, okay, right. Calvert, duh, doesn't have a royal family. Sheena saw to that.
I think they intend to land here. I wonder...
So, we're going to be spending more time with Sharid and his sister.
Hey!
Oh,
Yoo-hoo! Up here!
they got a princely lift.
Van! Everyone! Yes! Hello!
Those two are Swin and Nadia, right?
Yep, they're my new temps.
But you've met them in the American Garden.
Didn't expect them to come flying in on that thing.
Well, I guess this is their first time meeting in meat space. So she's like, we can chalk that sort of reaction up to a, huh, they really do look like that. Yes, all right.
It's so good to see you again. It's nice to see you too. It feels like it's been so long. I really am glad you're here.
It has been 3 months since they've seen each other.
That goes for everyone else too. I'm so happy to see you all again.
I mean, we did talk to each other plenty over comms.
Yeah, but that's not quite the same.
I suppose that's true. Although, I think a physical reunion does merit some celebration.
It's been 3.5 months since we all met face to face. I didn't even realize it had been that long.
There's been a lot going on, so yeah, not really much time to miss and reminisce.
We finally got the whole band back together.
Now hold on, unless she knows something we don't.
Why do I always get lumped in with you guys?
You've been doing a lot of legwork for Arkwright Solutions. I was thinking about that, like her continuing to do the investigation with Katra on top of all of her other responsibilities. And plus, she's here with us. That's why she's getting lumped in with us.
Sorry, but it's way too late to back out. Master's the only one who gets a pass. Anywho, sounds like a lot happened back in the capital.
Yeah. I know you've been through a lot too, Van. I'm just glad we were all able to meet up again like this.
Right, there were so many chances where a bunch of people could have died.
Oh, right. I guess this is your first time meeting Swin and Nadia, isn't it?
We already met briefly over the comms the other day, but yeah, I suppose we should introduce ourselves.
All right, so we're just not counting the American Garden stuff. And I know it's optional, so they're just accounting for the fact that, yeah, but you know.
I'm Swin, and this is Nadia.
Nice to finally meet the rest of the crew. Welcome to the team.
We really appreciate you filling in for Mr. Arkwright.
I heard a little bit about you from Risha.
Oh, RX told you about us? I never knew she was friends with a famous movie star.
We didn't either. That sort of just came up towards the end of the last game.
Can I have your autograph? Oh, and I'm totally not just asking because I want to sell it, I swear.
You know what, Nadia? You played that so smoothly. She'll never suspect a thing.
Yeah, you're not fooling anyone.
Whew, had to plug my laptop back up.
Sure was a surprise to see you guys come in on a royal family airliner.
Yeah, he's not worried about attracting a whole crowd or anything?
Guess I can look forward to an outrageous bill coming my way soon.
What? Why would he bill the van for this? Prince of Elsheim, Sharid Asval, Najee Burka.
Oh, come now. We're friends, aren't we? Let's just say you owe me a favor and we'll leave it at that.
All right, he did bring his employees and temps over, so.
If it bothers you that much, though, I'm not so narrow-minded as to turn away some other form of reimbursement.
Yeah, boys' night out.
You haven't changed one bit.
Hey, be nice, Sharid. That's no way to treat an old friend. In fact, we really ought to be treating him like part of the family, given all that he did for you last year.
And all that we're gonna do for you in the future, too.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with you there.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Your Highness. I heard you helped my temps out a little while back.
I really thought she was gonna come in and start busting stuff up, but I'm sure she can fight.
The pleasure's all mine, Van Arkwright. On behalf of my brother, I'd like to thank you for all you've done for him. You resolved the Tharbat and Basel incidents. Oh, and I'm sure you played a pivotal role in settling countless other crises.
Is she? Yeah, she's not wrong.
If I can have a few moments of your time, I would love it if you could regale us with tales of your exploits.
I don't know. I still feel like she's just gathering information.
Well, I mean, I really don't think it'd be all that interesting.
You'd be wrong, Van. It is very interesting.
Anyway, the whole thing came together kind of suddenly because we couldn't find any good flights.
Just when we thought we were at the end of our rope, the princess called and offered to pick us up.
Wait, so they were already on their way here? How? They must have, because otherwise... Wait. I'm sure they're about to tell us, but how the heck did they know that everybody was going to Nemeth? Well, not just because news travels fast in this world, but...
She was all like, you must be headed to the same place as them. Huh?
Who's them?
Well, you know, information has a way of finding us.
Wow.
Elaine.
So...
And Jin?
Everybody is here.
What are Ren and Marielle doing here?
Hello, Van. It's been, what, a month now?
Yeah, I actually really thought we'd be seeing way more of Elaine than we have been.
We've got all the luggage taken care of, Your Highness. Splendid. You've been a tremendous help, Jin.
Whoa! This place is so luxurious. I've never been to such a snazzy resort before.
That Orbal camera is huge. Dorothy would like something like that.
It's really too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. I would have enjoyed having a bit of respite.
And so, there's no way... Okay, I was about to say, that one...
Must be the guest that will be staying with us this weekend. Thank you very much for your patronage.
I feel like we maybe need 2-3 more cars.
We'll get you over to the villa straight away.
Oh, but Van also has his truck, so... We might be able to squeeze. Van's group headed to the hotel via the courtesy cars to check in. They noticed that the island's owner who sent the invitations had booked multiple rooms for them in the first building. Despite their unease, they left their luggage in their rooms and went to the restaurant in the second building to speak with the other guests. We are now Villa... I can't read that. I could have if it stayed on it for a bit more, but... I don't know. There's something about being directly in Ouroboros' clutches. Can I just say that I love that outfit, Ren? I'm glad she got a new one. Nobody commented on it in the Marian Garden, but... It gives off a refined, elegant vibe. I think it suits you to a T. I also like how it kind of contrasts with Agnes's outfit. Why, thank you, Agnes. It was your own change in wardrobe that inspired me to look to my laurels. Kinda surprising seeing you in something a little more subdued for once. Not that the gothic Lolita dress you used to wear was bad or anything, mind you. I very much doubt that style would suit me now, though maybe I'll pick up something similar if I'm feeling nostalgic. I don't know. It worked for Chidori, you never know. Now then, back to the topic at hand. You received those invitations about 2 days ago, yes? Fascinating. Did they get theirs before that? Coincidence or not, it was on that very day that someone leaked the whereabouts of an object called Almada's Legacy on the Orbal network. We got a tip about it around the same time, so we decided to head up an investigation together. This isn't our first tag team rodeo with a Monarch, and it won't be the last. Yeah, basically there was a Monarch who was, not pretty much, who was absolutely part of the team. Yeah. You buddied up with the debaucherous Prince back in the day. Oh, that's not who I was talking about, but yeah. So did you learn anything about the person behind all this? Earlier in the year, word spread that an unnamed investor purchased this island in a private exchange several years ago. Okay, so Nemeth Island, well, did he turn it into a resort, or was it just a resort that he bought that was already in use as one? Even from what little information we could gather, we're confident that the investor is exactly who you suspect. We're still evaluating the veracity of that information, but our joint investigation has thus far pointed to that conclusion. Given the danger involved, I would have preferred that Princess Zita remain in Elsheim. Out of the question, the Republic has been a dependable ally for us, so it is my solemn duty to extend a hand in their time of need. You need not concern yourself for my safety. After all, you and our friends at the Bracer Guild can see to that well enough. That's true, we got a lot of heavy hitters around. As you can very well see, she left us with little choice in the matter. Little sisters have a knack for getting their way, and I guess that goes double for royal ones. Well, I suppose there's little doubt now that the author of those invitations is none other than Harwood. Okay, because I was thinking his last name was Haywood, but obviously I was wrong about it. Yeah, no shit. Mr. E.H. is about as subtle as a clown at a funeral. Also, I bet he's the one that leaked the info in the first place. Probably. Adios only knows what kind of plan he's cooking up now. I tried to get the manager to cough up some info about the owner, but he didn't seem to know anything. Which, that makes more sense to me than knowing literally everything. Like, if you walked into a random building and asked someone who the owner of the company was, they couldn't tell you. That's normal. All I got was that the owner left him in charge and only occasionally gives instructions to him remotely. He can't even be asked to give them in person. Harwood is just about the laziest man to walk the earth. I have to wonder why he sent those invitations to... Is something the matter? Whoa. Nana was utterly speechless, her jaw agape at the thought of someone being flush enough with cash to buy a whole island resort. This sucks! Why can't I have a boss as loaded as him? I could have bullied them into buying me my own private island with a cute little house. Right, Van? Where's our millions of Mira? Don't mind her, everyone. Carry on. Anyway, it's clear that there's a lot of strange things going on here. I don't think there's anything we can do except play the waiting game. Yeah, if his plan was to go on the warpath, I think he would have pulled something by now. In the meantime, I see no harm in us taking a load off and relaxing while keeping one eye open. Are you sure? We still have no idea what might happen. Like, this sort of feels like, imagine if he wanted to kill us all. He could just rig this place to explode now that we have nowhere to escape to. That's all the more reason for us to calm our nerves. We need to get a better grasp of the situation before we take action. I agree. We've all been a little on edge these last few days, so now may be the perfect time to take a breather. That way, we'll be in tip-top shape when it counts. Hard to argue with that logic. Everyone's got to get their rest in at some point, even us actors. I hear there's a lot of fun activities around here. It'd be a waste not to make the most of the trip. So we're going to be able to do stuff like how we did in Long Lie. I suppose that makes sense. Alright, if that's our plan, I say we table this discussion for now. Yes, that should be fine. Just be prepared to drop whatever it is you're doing should any major developments arise. Actually, I think her name is pronounced Zita too. That goes for both the Bracer Guild as well as Van and his crew. It shouldn't be a problem. We're all pretty used to springing into action at the drop of a hat. Where's the food, though? What is this? feeling. Okay, so I guess whatever was going on with Katra in the opening is going to be explored here. Ren can feel it too. From there, the groups disbanded and everyone headed back to their rooms. Despite Elaine being an active guild member, she decided to work with Van and his crew for the time being. Yes, ma'am. After a quick rest, the team split into 2 groups. So an away team and a home team. So we're probably gonna have to pick 3 people to come with us, or maybe just 2 in addition to Elaine. One group would relax and meander around the island, and the other would get a lay of the land. So one group got stuck. Select 3 characters to join the island exploration team. Wow. All right. Wait, we can't pick. She got auto-leveled. She was 100% level 25 the last episode, and I did not put any resources into her. We'll do Elaine. We can't pick Ren, even though Ren is quite literally here. Sure, let's do Nadia. Received costumes for Van and Company. Changed costume. You can now access the custom menu from the orbit in the main menu. Katra, thank Adios. Orbit modification. With Katra's cooperation, you can modify orbits at any time. Whoa! They did it automatically! Huh. Well, in that case, I'll just leave them like this then. You can now use Shard Search to find items hidden in the ground. Buried items. Use R3 Shard Search on Nemeth Island. Okay. Zeros will help dig it up. Cool! Oh, but not for Nadia, though? That's interesting. That's actually very... So, it's, we haven't had a mid-game change of outfit since Cold Steel 1. In fact, I think that's the only other game that's...
And here's the Villa Lounge. Looks like there's a lot of stuff I can order here.
This place is so cozy. They have a fancy schmancy AC unit in here and everything.
But yes. Whoa, bunch of stuff for everybody. Ah. Well. Oh, and we can sell all this off.
If you need anything else, I'll...
What's next?
Let's go ahead. Oh, this place is huge. Hold on. One of these buttons is the correct one.
What's next?
Oh, I already did it. Okay.
I'll treasure it.
Plus 10% on her. Nice.
I'll take care of it.
Plus 10%. We're not going to be able to. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
There we go. At least some of them. Plus 10%. So that's the rank 2 for everybody, it looks like.
Just kidding.
My, how thoughtful.
Dang, we're way far. We need to see movies with her.
My thanks.
Golden. And there's something going on in the next building over. Ooh. Oh, is that his sister? Yeah. Associate Professor Esmeralda Archette.
Oh, hello, Katra. And hello to you too, everyone.
Is she just here?
I had a feeling we'd cross paths if I waited around long enough.
Well, look who it is. Another one of Professor Hamilton's students. Long time no see. The others weren't kidding when they called you Warm Fuzzies Incarnate. I guess Katra did mention that you had travel plans coming up. It's some coincidence that we wound up at the same place. I wouldn't call it a coincidence. Even I was blindsided. You should have brought it up beforehand.
I thought it'd be more fun to catch you off guard. And I couldn't have been more right.
Yeah, but I mean, don't think this is just gonna be a vacation. There's no fun in the sun when all of us are around.
But you know, I ended up stumbling into a surprise reunion of my own, too.
Okay, I didn't get a good enough look at who she was sitting with, but I don't think that's Yang. Now watch it pan over and that's exactly who it is. Yeah, I noticed you had a familiar face at the table. Who it? Bill Townsend.
We meet again, Arkwright Solutions. Apparently, taking a trip here was a more popular idea than I'd hoped.
I think he works at the Basel Institute?
Just don't go raising too much of a fuss during your stay.
Like, he wasn't the top dog, but he was, or no, I think he might have been What's-Her-Face's manager in Tharbad?
It took me forever to get this sabbatical, and there'll be hell to pay if you ruin it.
Well, it's not going to be us ruining it, but it is definitely going to get ruined. Sorry, Mr. Townsend.
Oh, was it a sabbatical? But during the last board meeting...
That's none of their business.
Oh, so he was forced to take this vacation then. I don't think there's much reason to hide things at this point, Mr. Townsend. There wasn't much fanfare, but the Tyrell Times already put out a short piece on you. It said that as of this year, you've been dismissed from your position as CEO of the Vern Company. Oh, I'm sure he got a nice golden parachute though. He's sitting here, and the Vern Company didn't pay for it, so I'm not familiar with the actual minutes of that board meeting. But I do know the change was prompted by last year's incident with Professor Callahan. Yeah, that guy was out of control. And all because he was down bad. Well, that's not why specifically. He just hated Yang. Or we never know. He might have been down bad for Yang. That's right. The blame fell right on my shoulders. Jaskar and the others were opposed to my termination, saying it was inexcusable for me to leave without accountability for what happened. But that little so-and-so just had to meddle in things. So someone butted in and ousted him, eh? Could it be? Who else do we know who works at the Vern Company? No, literally, I can't think of anybody else who works at the Vern Company. Oh well, we'll find out. What does it matter anymore? I've hit rock bottom in record time. If hitting rock bottom is sitting on a private island resort, then most people could only dream of hitting rock bottom. That's the thanks I get for the countless ordeals surmounted under my tenure, despite all the pressures I faced on every front. Years of blood, sweat, and tears, and what do I have to show for it? A nice spot on an island resort? Well, feels like less of a vacation and more of a pity party. I can't help but sympathize for him a bit. In a way, Mr. Townsend's part of the reason I got where I am. Don't let it keep you down. Remember, all of us came here to enjoy ourselves. Why don't I pour you a drink? Would you like another beer, Mr. Ex-CEO? Aha! So you're doing this on purpose now, aren't you, Esmeralda? I'm sure Essie doesn't mean anything by it. Well, you reap what you sow. Let's just give him some space for now. Esmeralda lent a lukewarm ear as Townsend let out his grievances. She then proceeded to slip away at the first opportunity once he'd settled down enough. She was not trying to be around that guy. Got the heck out of there, but who can blame her?
Hello there.
Yes, Loco Moco Lavandula. Oh, I haven't had Loco Moco, but I am a massive fan of Hawaiian food. Them plates are something else.
The lounge is directly connected to the hotel. It's almost like having your own private beach.
The view is beautiful. This is my first time visiting a resort, and it certainly won't be the last.
She should have come with us to Longlai last time, but... so we got 2 more shops we can hit up.
This feeling of freedom can't be beat.
So who is... Okay, so that's... Wait, is that Rosette? Why is she dressed like that where we're dressed like this? No freaking way.
Huh. I never realized it before.
Why are they here?
But this whole sunbathing thing feels pretty darn good.
Doesn't it though? Clear skies above us, the deep blue sea before us. Oh, there's no better place to be.
They're just here hanging out!
Although even with summer a ways away, there's still the hassle of keeping my skin uncharred. I really should have put in a request with the 13 factories for some sunscreen.
Dang, they would make some unbeatable SPF. Wait, aren't the 13 factories gone? Just what do you think you're doing? Hey, look who's late to the party. Barely a week since the dazzling city and we're already bumping into each other again. I don't know. Well, okay, actually, it makes the most sense for Lucrezia to be here. So she's fine. Shizuna, though. As for your question, we're getting a jump start on our rest and relaxation. Why don't the rest of you take a seat and join us? Company makes leisure all the sweeter, you know. I can't find a safe place to look. These two have curves on top of curves! S would fall for me in no time if I had what they've got! Even despite your prior cooperation, this is rather presumptuous. I'd tell you to go ahead and live it up if I thought you were actually off duty. But that ain't the case, is it? So what, is she here keeping an eye on us for EH? My, but aren't we leery today? Naturally, I didn't come to Nemeth Islands for the scenery. But I'm simply not in the mood for business, so instead, I'm playing truant for a spell. Me and the little princess here stumbled into one another by pure chance. That's right, technically I'm here for work too. But the thing is, I've always wanted to take a real honest-to-goodness vacation. So Lucrezia's been giving me a crash course on the ins and outs of resorting. I tell ya, Dixon Kurogane and them to drop in early paid off in spades. Ikaruga's got their work cut out for them. Still, I appreciate you being upfront. Not like she could have fooled us. If nothing else, it says you aren't planning to make a move right this instant. That would be correct. As far as work goes, at least. You can bet I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of everything this place has to offer, though. Anyway, you guys must have a special reason for being on Nemeth too, right? One that I'm sure Lucrezia is already very aware of, and Shizuna is probably picking up on very rapidly. What makes you think that? The only urgent task on our schedule is to let our hair down like anyone else. Really now? From where I'm sitting, you seem pretty keen on combing every nook and cranny of this island. This is a vacation, mind, so I do hope we can all get along. I think that's going to depend on you and your boy, Lucrezia. Yeah, well, that depends on you. Don't get in our way, and everything will be just peachy. Suppose we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, by the way, I was thinking of trying out this volleyball thing. You guys up for a little game later? I wonder if that's also going to be a mini game like basketball is. As long as I don't get too invested, I think I can keep from accidentally breaking any arms. If I wasn't already gonna refuse, I sure as hell am now. Good grief. We better keep an eye on these two. So all that we're missing now is the Dominions. Oh. Okay. Oh. So I think we're just in our casual stuff. But if we hadn't picked them, they would be in swimsuits. Check. That's the dedicated MK terminal I had installed in my pickup truck. Got it during my last round of modifications. Oh, so we can report stuff here. Now we can access the American Garden just about any time we want. Mobile VR and orb mail? Let's have a look-see. And now this is going to be our 4 SPG. Monster in the American Garden 2. Found another biggin in the Garden, the Salamanticore. Mind taking care of it? You can use the terminal in your truck to get the job done. Thank you, thank you. A monster extermination request inside the Garden, huh? Looks like it got sent to Agnes and the others too. Yeesh, they sure are making good use of us. As long as they're paying us just as good, let us being sold down here. You got something for us, buddy? Oh, he's a mechanic. Purchase rare items. Oh, nah, we're good on that.
Hello there.
Soul Chef Montu. Ooh, camel leather gloves, sandalwood perfume pouch. Oh, we're good on ingredients. Curia Balm. So we can just buy Curia Balms outright now.
Thank you. Hello there.
Oh, upgrades for everybody. Might as well, right? We're here. We might as well. But I guess I probably should switch everybody around to see what their beach attire is. I'm sure we won't actually be able to get these until we grind in the American Garden, and even then I'm not going to really spend any resources on those or anything. Yeah. Whatever's a straight upgrade is what we're going for. Veiled Moon, rank C. Iskandar. Lightning, not a problem. Algernon. Wait, is it only... Oh, it's only guys, of which there are only 4 in the entire party. Let's see here. Aerial coat is not a straight upgrade. Alright, so I guess we won't be getting any new equipment. Well, I guess it just drops magic evasion. And nobody's evading magic anyways. Yeah. Just for the team. Yeah, just for these two. Lucky we've got all this friggin' U material as well. Just max everybody out.
Thank you. Hello there.
And we don't need... Dang, we still can't purchase any 3s? Lunarverse is now up for grabs. What Mirage Arts? I guess Zodiac Sign. And we can purchase Epica 2s. Can we make... We can just purchase Action 2s. Don't mind if and we do. Just want a whole bunch of these. And I guess some Mine 2s wouldn't be bad either. Well, finally. Oh, actually, I probably could have done Action. Can we custom Fort with Advanced Earth Arts? Ideal Force, A damage and A res up. We're not putting that on anybody at the moment. Sure, let's customize. Anybody with a 3rd column slot that's not opened yet is gonna get some love. Alright, there you go, buddy. All for you. And that's about it, because...
Thank you.
Wait, what? He still has stuff?
Hello there.
Okay, drivers, that's it. Tyrrell, that's actually going to be extremely useful. And that was probably it. No, it wasn't. Oh my gosh. Okay. What am I still missing from this guy? We got everything off of that.
Thank you. Hello there.
Is that any equipment? Oh, okay, right. Shoes. I did not mouse over those at all. Make sure our movement... Oh, this is a straight upgrade for Van. The Daylight shoes, Night Sky shoes. Yeah, and these guys can definitely just get that. Let me not purchase. Okay, and I think that is not it.
Hello there.
What else could we possibly be missing? Well, this is our stuff.
Thank you. Hello there. Thank you.
I'm not sure what. What else does this guy have? There must be something new for trade. Oh, this stuff. True gladiator headband. So I need to unequip whoever's got the gladiator headband?
Thank you.
Yeah, let's do that. Who's got the gladiator headband? They have nothing. Oh, everybody's outfits. Okay, cool. And we saw hers. She is... Why is she not wearing hers? And these two, yeah. She's in hers. And these two don't have one. Oh, I'm not even looking at the thing. Who's got the grill? He's got the grill ring. Fairy has it. Alright. Alright, Fairy, we're going to need you to come up off that. So that we can get you something even better. Well, maybe not her. We're not going to be giving that to her.
Hello there.
Yeah. So, CP plus 50%.
Thank you.
Let's see about racing gloves. No, I want to give it to... Yeah, let's give it to Katra. Because the way he can heal us up... Because both of them have CP regenerating... Another one? We have another request? Oh, whoops. A new service has been added to the activity support menu. Okay.
Welcome. I've got all your support needs covered.
Virtual simulator. One-on-one basketball. Oh, okay. Card game lounge. Let's log out. Fight the Marian Garten's bounty target. So that's just what that is. Alright, and the last shop is with... Oh, fishing. Okay.
Something you're looking for in particular?
Oh, spinning reel. Oh, we are getting really low. So we can sell some of our old crap, can't we? Oh, or we can sell these droplets. Yeah. All right, give us the goods.
Talk to you later.
So fishing should be extremely easy now. Not that it already wasn't super easy with my incredible prowess. Let me go ahead and show y'all real quick. Yeah. So this gives us a high chance of a really good catch.
A bite.
Alright, and I think what I'm going to do is get this. Oh, crap. Hold on. That was a... Uh-oh. See, what I say? Nothing to it. So easy. Whoa. Misery cord. Yeah, let's try again at the same point. So we got the misery cord, and there's two other things here. I'm just gonna skip to when I've gotten them. So, that was fast. Glutton shark. And so we've only got one more. Okay, so,
Ain't nothing more refreshing than a good old sea breeze. Makes me pleased as punch.
Pleased as punch? Is that even in vogue these days?
Aaron would definitely have made fun of him for that. But, yeah, I definitely did not catch everything I was trying to catch. Whoa. Now, there's a surprise. Is that Nina and Lom? Looks like Judas with them, too. So that's why she's not in her summer stuff, or her beach stuff. It would appear they're here shooting a film. Maybe we should go speak with them. Yeah, good idea. Hey there. Wasn't expecting to run into you guys all the way out here. Oh, hello. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Van! And you brought the rest of the crew along too.
So many. Actually, Judith only just arrived as well. I'm so happy to see you all again. Yeah, I'm glad to see you too, if a bit surprised. Did you know about this? As if? I'm just as shocked as you are. I'd heard they were going to be filming on an island soon, but I didn't think it would be Nemeth Island. Did you run into some kind of trouble or something? Or maybe they just got offered a really cheap rate to shoot here. Well, about that. You see, the island we had reserved was struck by some pretty terrible weather. Huh. Alright, well, and it's not like, well, we don't know Ouroboros to be able to control the weather just yet, so I doubt this is one of their machinations. We were forced to move to our backup location, which was here on Nemeth Island. We only arrived a few hours ago. I imagine not long before you did. I see. Sounds like you've been on a pretty wild ride. I guess now I'm just confused about why you guys aren't filming already. Ah, yes. Well, we meant to head a little ways beyond this tunnel, but there appear to be a few monsters prowling around. Well, say no more. Monsters? And right after they told us there wouldn't be any monsters around the sightseeing areas. We don't quite understand why they're here either. It's all so strange. Actually, we were just thinking about heading back to the villa to inform someone of the situation. You are informing somebody of the situation, and you don't even have to move it a reach? I think that's the smallest one. So you were just getting ready to turn in for the day, huh? Yes, that's what we were discussing when you arrived. I must say, you have impeccable timing. I think a few able-bodied youngsters are just who we need to save us from this mess. And you got them. I'm very tempted to ask you all for your help. What say you, Nina? Well, I don't see why not. Sounds like you're saying you've got a 4 SPG for us. I do understand that this comes at a rather inopportune time, well, with you being on vacation and all. However, all you'd have to do is escort us from here to the ruins just beyond the tunnel. Then, from there, we just need you to keep us safe while we scout the area and begin filming. Ruins, huh? And now that you mention it, I think I saw something about them in the tour booklet. So is this going to be more stuff from the Calvard Middle Ages? I've heard they're gorgeous. It would be such a shame if we had to miss out on seeing them after coming all this way. But we're already pushing our schedule as it is by switching islands. And with the weather being so pleasant at the moment, this might be our best opportunity to capture the scene Mr. Lam and I had in mind. Okay, we get it. You guys want our help. You got it. Don't worry, Nina. You haven't betrayed us just yet, so... You two always seem so level-headed on the outside, but you get caught up on some really particular things, you know? So, what's the plan? Since we're already here, I think we might as well do what we can. What do you think, Van? As a bracer, it's my duty to give them a hand. If you won't take their request, the guild will. Good grief. I guess I don't have much choice in the matter. We were just taking a look around the island anyway. Alright, we'll go ahead and take care of those monsters for you. We don't even get a choice? Thank you all so much! Well, it might not be my usual sort of job, but my inner film freak just wouldn't shut up till I said yes. Words aren't enough to express my gratitude. Anyway, I'd like to be off as soon as you're ready. Do you have everything you need? Let me see here. Are we okay to escort them to the film site? Sure. And this is just strictly law. Yeah, we're all prepped and ready to go. We'll start by making sure the vicinity is secured. Lam, you and the others wait here for our signal. We'll let you know when the coast is clear. Do we automatically get Judith as a 5th? Understood. Actually, is there any chance you'd be willing to let me tag along? Does he want to catch some action shots? I'd like to get a better understanding of the area for the film. Okay, sure. Just stay behind us whenever we're in the middle of fighting. Deal? Thank you. I'll try my best not to cause any headaches. Nina, you and the rest of the crew follow once we made sure it's safe. Yes, sir. Wait, wasn't he talking to Nina? Mr. Lom? Do you think it'd be alright if I went along too? Nina? There could be all kinds of monsters out there. What would we do if one of our main stars got hurt? That's rich coming from you, Judith. Just leave this one to us, okay? Pot, meet kettle. You sure seem raring to go all of a sudden. If the goal is to avoid injury to our actresses, then I think you should sit this one out as well, Miss Judith. So, I wonder if she was coming with us, would we be forced to do this with 3 or call up somebody else? Oh, well, maybe. But I've done loads of training for action movies. Really, there's no need to worry about me. She has got to be the worst liar I've ever met. She is not skilled at this at all, no. I'd like to pick up a few moves from Judith. Otherwise, my career won't be able to keep up with hers. I don't want to miss my chance to learn from what she's picked up over the years. So Nina is coming, alright. Please let me go with them, Mr. Lom. Oh, Nina. How could I ever say no to you? Sure, whatever. I'm sure you would have just come along anyway. Thank you so much. Sorry for all the trouble. Don't worry about it. I'm a Spriggan. My word is my bond. We'll make sure she stays in one piece. Alright then, let's get a move on, people. So no,
Time to go solve some problems.
If Judith was part of the crew, please choose which party members will accompany Van and Judith. Oh, we have to drop somebody. This group is good. So we went ahead and sent Nadia packing. It's so bright out here. My eyes were having a hard time adjusting. Coming through was a lot of fun though. I almost felt like an explorer. Alright, let's start heading to the ruins. Compared to the main road, there's a lot more nature here. And these look, this also looks a lot more Middle Ages-y too. Yeah, no kidding. By the way, I was only able to catch a quick glance earlier, but the ruins seem pretty far off. It's just like Lom said, we're gonna be fighting off monsters the whole way. We should be on our guard going forward. Yeah, got a feeling there's going to be more of them the closer we get to. Let's make sure we keep our eyes peeled. Alright then. Ooh. But give me 1 second, one moment. So I think the first thing we need to do... Yeah. Go ahead and bless up on the orbments a little bit. She can get an impede too. I think that's going to be more helpful. Sprite. Increases healing item range.
New skill unearthed.
Not the best thing ever, but...
Skill set updated.
Yeah. Rusalka. Reduces delay after using an S-craft. We'll take... Yeah.
Skill set up. That's a single element slot.
We gotta make sure our stuff is...
Single element slot.
And I guess since we have to, we'll do mine
New skill
too.
unearthed.
Switching to maintenance mode.
He will also get... Oh no, we have to...
That one's a single element slot. Skill set updated.
And... We don't have a cast one on him. I mean an action one.
Skill I see.
No, we do. What am I talking about? Alright, well hey. And from here, should be golden. Wait, there's abandoned church. Oh, there's multiple ways into here. Alright, well. I wonder, so, no. I was gonna say I wonder if that's like a church to Arusha or something, but if it were for...
It looks like we can go this way too. I wonder what's over here.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll be revisiting this spot later. Nemeth Island Tunnel. There's a couple of different routes over here, actually. And I still don't have the item scanner. I really need to put some, Whoa.
Looks like a chest.
There's, What's the shard skill? It's something that's connected to Mirage. If you have enough Mirage on your extra line, I believe it was, you get the skill that allows you to see all the treasure chests on the map when you're first looking at it, so you don't have to be close in order to see them. I haven't actually been paying that much attention to getting that set. So we have to do a more...
I smell treasure.
Yeah, we have to do a bit more manual searching. God dang it. There we go. Bound to be some Sepith over here. And I think I'd be surprised if there weren't maybe one or two more, but I kind of wish I'd been thinking about that before I went ahead and updated everybody's orbments. Oh well, maybe I'll be thinking about it when we work on somebody else. We gotta kill everything here. My goodness, you were right, Van. There's so many of them, and the one at the top looks to be more formidable than the rest. They can't stand up to us. Guessing it was trying to expand its territory. It probably drew in all the smaller ones while making a nest. We should focus on bringing it down then, correct? Yeah, it's basically the core of the whole flock. All the little ones should run off once it's gone. That said, we might still have a scuffle or two on the way over. This could be dangerous where you and Nina Lam. Make sure you keep your distance. Right, I understand. Please be careful out there, Judith. Don't worry about me. I'll show you raw action like you've never seen. Well. Oh, and she immediately starts off with something for her.
Engaging skill. Boost gauge.
Alright. Yeah, the small fry never knew what friggin' hit him. We could probably go ahead and actually demolish this thing. Yeah, see? Actually stomped on it. And we got a lot of XP for that, too. Alright, well. Sheesh. Those bastards were a lot tougher than I thought. Well, I thought you performed rather magnificently. Gotti told me about your feats, but seeing you in action was much more impressive. You know, I thought I'd finally gotten comfortable with action sequences, but Judith really is on a whole other level. All those hours of training really paid off. Aw, aren't you sweet? But flattery will get you nowhere. Well, that should have been the ringleader. Now we just have to make sure the rest bug off. So do we, because they want to scope this place out, it appears your predictions were correct. Okay, the area should be good for filming now. Just remember to keep your guard up. I guess all that's left is to go back and grab the film crew. Let's split up. 2 of us should stay here with Nina and Lam, and the other 2 can bring the crew over. Got it. I'll do my best to help. While staying mindful of any remaining monsters, the film crew was quickly escorted to the ruins. Once they began setting up their equipment, Lam began scoping the area for scenic filming locations. This whole place looks pretty picturesque. Anything you filmed here would look majestic. Before long, shooting was underway. They still set lights up? Alright, well. Alright, this place should be safe for a while now. Why don't we get back to what we were doing before? Right, we were investigating the island. Well, since we're already here, I say we just start with the ruins. I mean, is there more of this place to see? It doesn't look like there's any underground component. I mean, that altar has been bugging me ever since we arrived. It almost looks like it could have been made by animists from prehistoric times. And I think Calvert did, because I remember reacting to that back in the first game. Animists being all the way out here in Calvert and not just being over in Erebonia. Though there is zero mention of animists in Liberl, so they never made it over there, I guess. I'm guessing this whole place was something like a funeral hall in its day. It covers so much ground. I wonder if that means they had a lot of parishioners. You might be right. Van and the others proceeded to check the altar for any clues. However, they were unable to find anything else unique about it. There were also no signs of anyone having visited the area recently. Guess that's about the best we can expect for now. I wonder how filming's going. That sconce is actually a lot huger than I thought it was gonna be. Already done investigating, are you? Oh, speak of the devil. Didn't you only just start filming? Is everything okay? Oh, we're fine. In fact, we managed to get all the shots we needed on their very first takes. That? Well, you know what? Lom didn't win the Leon d'Or for nothing. We were just about to take a little break before heading back to the villa. I feel a bit bad that we managed to wrap up so quickly, and after all the trouble you went to in bringing us here. Honestly, this is for the best. You got your shots in a single take? Way to go, Nina! Guess this means I gotta step up my game, huh? It's no big deal. I'm just glad you were able to get the shots you needed. At any rate, we're pretty much done with all our business around here, too. Why don't we escort you back? That alright with you, Lom? Well, I would hate to be a bother, but if you're willing, I'd certainly appreciate it. Just make sure that mirror comes in like it's supposed to. Ooh, Nina. Is she an animist, maybe? Hey, Nina, come on! You're gonna get left behind if you don't hurry. Sorry, I'll be right there. Something's up with her. And so Van and the others led Nina, Lom, and their film crew back to the villa. On their way back, Lom, having a vested interest in Spriggans, took the opportunity to interrogate Van about his work. Kindly enough, Van decided to offer the man a smidge of insight into his day-to-day affairs, while omitting anything incriminating, of course. However, just as his account began to gain momentum, the group finally managed to arrive back at the villa safe and sound. Had to cut the regaling short then. I appreciate you indulging my interest. Of course, Gotti's spoken about you and your team in the past, but it's far more interesting to hear stories from the Spriggan himself. It's almost as if you're a small cog set between our everyday society and the criminal underworld. Even if you're just a single piece of the greater machine, the gears would inevitably snag without you. I don't think I'm all that important. Honestly, I do think, even though we're a bracer every single time, I do think the concept of a Spriggan is a very interesting reinvention of helping people. I do like the capability to operate in a more gray area. But, nay, if it sounds like something you want to work into your next film, be my guest. Well, I'll certainly think on it. Anyway, we've taken enough of your time as it is. Why don't we wrap things up here? Yes, I agree. We'll be heading back now. Thank you again for all your help. We plan to stay for a few nights. If you find yourselves free at any point, I'd love to spend some more time together. Sure, we'll see what we can do. Not every day you get to hang out with a famous actress. And what am I? Chopped liver? Yeah, you're different. You're a real piece of work, you know that? I'll be sure to remember this if you ever come begging for my autograph. I see you've gotten quite comfortable with their group, Judith. Yeah, she's part of this big happy family. Honestly, I'm almost jealous. You know, Nina, once we find out what your deal is, if you can fight, you're welcome into Arkwright Solutions. We'll see. We'll have to see.
I hope I was of assistance.
Reward deposited.
5,000. Deep pockets. Yeah, we could definitely use the law. So that done, check out the island. There are probably more. Oh, and we just have Judith in the team now? Alright, well. I think we can probably go ahead and deal with the monster in the Marian Garden. Why not? We're here. We've already gotten something set. It's sitting here waiting to be annihilated. Ooh, Windswept Canyon alternate. These things look like they'd be weak to water. Fearsome. We'll be the judge of that. They do look fairly mean, though. Not gonna lie.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
How about a chrono drive? And then we'll immediately have Van go in.
Here goes.
Okay. We probably should have checked to see if we could take the Grendel.
Got your number.
Our chance.
Let's see what we've got here. Satellite Cure, Laplace Code. Yeah.
Lapis code.
And that... Okay, cool. That gives a shield of 2100. The fact that it's so variable is extremely interesting to me.
Going all in.
She can... La Forte. Or actually, we already were buffed. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Nebulous Cannon. Ooh, ah.
Chance.
See what that's all about. Let's have Van. Yeah, get everybody with the coin bullets. Fire Miasma.
Our chance.
He is going to Satellite Cure. Actually, I think that might have been extremely useless. Ooh, this is a brand new art.
It's go time.
We'll have her. I mean, we have a reason to go Grimcat now.
Time to raise the curtain. Grimcat at your service. It's go
And
time.
she's stronger now as well. So we'll have Van. And now let's go ahead and show them what you're made of. Almost got him. Oh, and that must be what Bewitch is. It's like, no, there's also a charm status, is there not? Sword Ortiz, Seal Mute side attack bonus. Okay, can't get the side attack on too many of them, but 0 arts. And we're probably going to need to upgrade Van's thing. Because his arts are not very good.
I won't lose.
Abyssal Flame. They're weak to fire? That's surprising, but okay.
We should go on the attack.
Optical Cannon, Freeze and side attack bonus. This is the most I've ever used crafts in a game. So I gotta say, at first I was really salty about it, but I think forcing you to use your other CP in a different way, locking you out of it for several turns, probably a good decision.
Stop now, Elaine. Have some more.
All right, let's go ahead and just... I don't want this thing to get another turn, so...
Boost gauge upgraded.
Yeah, overkill. Well. Nice.
What'd you expect?
I will always strive to better.
Hellfire verse.
That's one job behind us.
Mira deposit confirmed.
And this, Law, which definitely we still needed more Law. But we're about to hit rank 5 in Chaos. So we're going to have to be a little more lawful in order to keep everything nice and set, nice and even. Villa La Vandula Beach. Ruined Altar. Let's start with the airship landing. That's closest to the other spot. Well, alright. The only thing left for us to do is to investigate this place. I'm gonna have to... Well, honestly, okay. Fishing is good. Fishing is fun. And I do like the collectible aspect of it. But I'm not sure. Once I take a look at the achievements and stuff, I might start grinding for fishing. This is the abandoned church. Will they comment on it?
Ugh. It's pretty beat up on the inside.
This chapel's been abandoned for over a decade. Don't know why, though.
There's something kinda sad about this place.
Was there a fire or something? Whoa. This looks like something we'll be investigating at a later point in time. Okay, and we can't go further upstairs for now. And here's where Sunday school would have been held. Well, there's no background music in there either. Huh. Maybe, actually, who would have... Oh, no. I guess this church would have been here for resort goers. Like how there's chapels and stuff on cruise ships and things like that. Guess it's off limits to visitors from here on. Everything past this fence must not be developed yet. See, the pavement even tapers off a little ways down. Damn, though. Didn't the manager at the villa say this was only a third of Nemeth? This place is huge. Whew. This island sure is big. We'd have to put in a lot of legwork just to cover the parts open to tourists. Remember the invitation, though. If we're supposed to find something, the other side of this gate is our best bet. My nose is definitely picking up on something. I just don't know what yet. We could always force our way in. Well, we could, because it's like, this is Ouroboros run, F that guy, but... I'm reluctant to suggest this, but trespassing is an option. Considering who sent us those letters, we probably don't have much choice. It's not like he'll give us a key. Speaking as a bracer, I'd call it justifiable, given the circumstances. Well, that's basically carte blanche. Actually, let's hold off for today. Our hands are full enough as it is, and we don't have a clue what he's got in store for us. Better to play it safe and stick to the places in reach. Oh, what's all this then? Huh, I'm getting a call from the villa. Hello everyone, forgive me for interrupting your vacation. No worries, what's up? We just wanted to inform you that preparations for today's special activities are complete. Okay, so here is where we're going to be able to, what is it? Do stuff like, we're probably going to be able to surf, play volleyball, and things like that. I will be providing additional details in the lobby, so do stop by if you find the time. Special activities at a luxury resort. Sounds like a winning formula. Guess we may as well drop in and see what they're all about. I look forward to your arrival then. Well, so this is going to be our, not just long lie, also our, where do we go? No, in the Erebonia games, we also went to Michelin Wonderland, and then there was Michelin Wonderland in Crossbell. For Liberl, did we have, yeah, we had the school festival. I don't think we were activity locked at the school festival though. There was that one place, I remember the one that stands out the most in my memory is the place where you could find out people's birthdays. That was, I don't know, I just like miscellaneous information like that. And I would love for the English releases to be caught, wait, what? I would love for the English releases to be caught up one day, because then I would finally be able to go through the wiki. I've been playing these games for almost 10 years, and I have never been able to go to the wiki because it'd be spoiler central. I've been so curious about all the stuff I've forgotten, or all the details I've missed, but I can't go there yet. One day soon. Hello everyone, thank you for coming. Hey, you said you have more info on those activities you got planned? Yes, everything's all set, so you can participate at your earliest convenience. Oh, first off, at the beach, you'll find one of our staff members stationed near an orbital boat. Is this gonna be like the flag collecting thing at Michelin Wonderland? I was not very good at that. Speak with him and he can take you parasailing over the ocean waters near the island. Oh, secondly, we have a convertible on the premises for taking sightseeing trips around Nemeth. You're welcome to rent it out for a drive whenever you wish. We have another special activity arranged for this evening as well. I do hope you'll look forward to it. Only 2? Damn, really putting the luxury in luxury resort. Guess this wouldn't be much of a trip if we didn't let our hair down a little. I'll admit, being tense all the time isn't exactly healthy. A bit of relaxation should do us good. This is my first time being somewhere like this outside of work, so you can bet I'll milk it for all it's worth. There's still the matter about our host to consider, but chances like these don't come around often. Alright then, let's take some time off and enjoy ourselves, within reason. We can save the brain work for afterward. Spending time with the usual crew's a given, but it might be nice to reach out to some of the others too. Nemeth Island activities and connection events are now available. So, connection events, alright. So, those are back 10. You can enjoy a variety of activities with friends on Nemeth Island. Places with activities will be marked with a yellow exclamation point. You can play as long as you have points available. There are also some activities available at night as well. Connection events. Use connection points to see connection events for particular characters. So select call it a day from the travel menu. Hey, just popping in with an update from Marduk support. Okay, a new floor, floor 6. Further analysis has revealed a new floor of the Merihian Garten, so check it out when you get a chance, Kay. We will definitely be doing so. A 6th floor has been added to the Merihian Garten. Yeah, we're gonna need that. Let's start actually with... We have 3. And we have these gifts that I haven't given out yet.
Well, if you insist.
Whoa! These are double ups! Intriguing! Let's go for... I'm actually most interested. I'm most interested in this one. Van and the group decided to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. I apologize for summoning you on such short notice, Mr. Arkwright. Nah, no trouble at all. Kinda surprised you'd come to me for a favor, though. Well, my brother did advise me to turn to you were I ever in a bind. Plus, after hearing so much about your skills as a Spriggan, I've been eager to see them for myself. Yeah, I'll try not to disappoint then. Figures it'd be Sharid who put her up to this. You said you needed help gathering data, right? Not too sure if I'm the right fit for that. But at least we got a professional on board. Reporting for duty, literally. Assisting you is a greater honor than I deserve, Your Highness. Plus, this can double as both magazine coverage and an exclusive interview with Zita Oswald. I can't guarantee how much material you'll be able to get out of someone as unseasoned as myself, but I would be most grateful if you could lend me your expertise in liaising and data collection in exchange. Oh, and I nearly forgot, Mr. Arkwright. I come bearing a gift from my home country. Do tell. Oh, it's sweets. This is baklava, one of our traditional treats. I thought... Okay. Well, I guess in this world, instead of baklava being Eastern European, it's Central Eastern. So sure, whatever. It's a pastry made with thin, layered sheets of dough, flavored by a harmonious combination of savory pistachios and sweet syrup. Your brother and I have got some history together, so count me in heart, body, and soul. Someone's looking eager. Sharid's advice worked like a charm. Allow me to explain the nature of the information I seek then. Yeah, Sharid told her exactly how to get Van to bend to her will. As part of the Principality of Elsheim's tourism policy, we plan to build a resort on one of the remote islands in our territory. I would like to make the most of my time here on Nemeth Island to study this high-class resort from a variety of angles. That includes everything from facility maintenance and utilization of local resources to management methods and personal training. So in other words, you're staking out the competition. Oh, not at all. Think of this as a sheltered girl's personal efforts to study the ways of the world. So Zita's got a way of downplaying herself. She's gonna turn out mad. She's got a long road ahead of her. We're gonna be seeing a lot of her. I hope, at least. To cite a notable point of interest, this villa is managed by a hotel group affiliated with Valis. so I imagine there's a plethora of knowledge to be gained here. Oh, I get what's going on. You're the prince's little sis, all right. That explains things. Valis has become more of a threat to Elsheim recently. Only makes sense to check out their operations from stem to stern. Man, she's every bit as shrewd as her brother. Right, Van's not falling for the "I'm just a small bean" act. With that covered, let's say we get started. Naturally, I hope to glean as much as I can from you two along the way as well. So please, feel free to let me know if you notice any shortcomings on my part. I'm not sure how comfortable I'd feel finger-wagging a princess. We'll try to toe the line as best we can. With that, Van and Marielle accompanied Princess Zita around Nemeth Island to gather information. I see. Cuisine certainly does provide a window into what makes a location unique. And so, if Elsheim's offering baklava, that would certainly make their stuff more unique, but obviously they can't just offer the one set of sweets. The pamphlet says you source some of your ingredients from the mainland. But any seafood, fruits, or other things that can be obtained on or near island or near the island are gathered here instead. Yeah, that'd be a major selling point. Local produce. Yes, we strive to ensure that patrons are able to get a taste of the area, as it were. Locally grown, locally served. That's our creed. The idea is to provide our visitors with the full vacation experience. And what an excellent creed it is! Elsheim would stand much to gain by following your example. So, we haven't actually been to Elsheim, and I'm sure there are oases abound over there, but I would think, doesn't that place have to deal with the encroaching desertification? Or am I thinking of a different place? I'd better jot this down. Would you mind if I use that little motto for one of our headlines? And there's Teresa. This beach is simply marvelous. I dare say it even rivals Whitehaven back in my homeland. Oh yeah, I think I've heard about that. So they've got a white sand beach? It's one of Elsheim's most famous tourist sites. They say the sand there's so white it's practically crystal clear. Meshulam even imported some of it to Crossbell to fill up its slice of the lakeside. Many consider Whitehaven to be the most beautiful beach in the world. It's an honor for ours to be mentioned in the same breath. We conduct thorough cleanup and beautification efforts on these shores daily, without exception. All of it is in service of the resort's ultimate goal, the comfort and pleasure of our guests. What a wonderful spirit of hospitality. You have my admiration. Did Michelin say they imported their sand? That kind of rings a bell. Damn, didn't think you were serious about walking all this way. It'd be a shame to limit these magnificent ruins to nothing more than a scenic drive, wouldn't you say? It's my opinion that ancient sites such as this can only truly be taken in through an on-foot expedition. I mean, that's exactly what Van ended up doing. I'm the same when it comes to breaking a big story. Getting hands-on and seeing things with my own eyes makes my articles that much more vivid. Yes, that's precisely what I mean. Pardon me, everyone, but monsters are known to prowl this area on occasion. So if we could proceed back to... Alright, time for Van to do his due. Or for Zita to turn out to be able to strut her stuff. They're already here! Oh, great. Stand back, ladies. Ooh, at last a chance to see Mr. Arkwright in action. I can't miss a photo op like this. Give me your best side, Van. Yeah, well, and so, despite some bumps along the way, the trio made their way across the island, gathering material as they went. Toward the end, Teresa introduced them to one of the most coveted experiences on the island. Thus did Van, Marielle, and Zita borrow a yacht and set sail just offshore. You can borrow a yacht here? Man, talk about no expenses spared. Wait, this seems a little small to be a yacht. And that, dude, that, steering wheel. The breeze feels great out here. Whale watching, huh? This ought to be interesting. Just try not to drop your camera in the ocean. I won't! What do you think I am, a kid? After all the shots I've snapped on our day out, I couldn't possibly leave my baby behind. Whatever you say. I look forward to seeing the pictures later. So, Your Highness, we managed to cover all the stuff you wanted? Yes, this excursion has taught me a great deal. Creating travel destinations that cater to their visitors' needs will make our tourism industry more internationally competitive. In order to realize this, strategic management and healthy exchanges with our neighboring nations are imperative. Valis seems to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of us in that regard. They certainly are a formidable adversary. I don't think we've met anybody from Valis, not across any of the games just yet, but I'm sure that's going to change. Forgive me, I have a bad habit of thinking aloud sometimes. Nah, I get where you're coming from. It's easy to see why Sharid put so much faith in you. The way you tap into the natural curiosity of yours to serve your homeland is a real asset. Well, as I've mentioned, there's still much about the world that I've yet to grasp. But just as there are some roles only my brother can fulfill, the same can be said for myself. So she knows her place in the world already. That's good. It is with this simple fact in mind that I do all in my power to support him and our princedom. Oh wow, that is pretty deep, Your Highness. Now I'm extra pumped to spot myself a whale. Shouldn't be too hard, right? It'll strike a real chord with our readers if I can include it in my piece on Nemeth Island. I'm sure it would, though to my understanding they can be rather difficult to come across. Oh, don't whales have to come up for air eventually? They ain't called phantom whales for nothing. From what I hear, the weather's been keeping them away for months. Oh, wow. Alright, well. I guess we'll just have to bank on your luck driving one of them our way. Huh? My luck? Who else would I be talking about? How many times have you tumbled headfirst into danger only to roll out the other side unscathed? Yeah, that does seem to be her personal superpower. Is it truly so common? More than you'd think. It's a miracle I'm still in one piece. Honestly, I'd call it more of a curse than any... You okay? Oh, sorry. This just reminds me of something Dingle told me back when we were working together. Your luck is a gift most reporters would give anything for. But in our line of work, what matters most is building up a foundation that doesn't rely on chance. Don't count on making it big off of one scoop. Instead, train your senses one step at a time. That way, down the line, you'll have the tools to close the gaps on whatever it is you really want. He said all that, huh? I've heard of the man, albeit only through hearsay. That must be a very precious memory to you. It is. All of his little words of wisdom made me who I am today. I just hope I've managed to get a little closer to being the kind of person he was. You know as well as I do that you've got a long ways to go. But I'm sure she'll get there. Tell me about it. But that won't stop me from soldiering on. Just you wait, Dingo. I'll get there someday. No flukes required. Well, a fluke right now would be nice, though. Sooner or later, I'm gonna catch up to you. Whoa! Well, she got the shot. Holy. Was that a phantom whale just now? Such grandeur, such majesty! What a positively phenomenal sight! Well, Miss Aimee, did you manage to capture it on film? Darn it. I think I was so flabbergasted at... No, wait, I actually did get it! I must have accidentally pressed a button. Wow, the composition is perfect and it's totally in focus, too! Way to go, me! Well, hey, sometimes flukes are just what you need. So much for not relying on luck. Oh, come on! I don't need to rain on my parade. Did the boat crap out? Looks like the Wheel of Fortune's turning the other way this time. You mean to say the engine is out of order? It wasn't my fault, I swear! More importantly, how are we supposed to get back to shore? This spot is out of comms range, so we'll just have to wait for somebody to come save us. You're joking! Well, now, in a certain sense, setbacks like these are what make traveling such a thrill. This will certainly make the memory more memorable. Najee, having realized something was amiss, flew the Horvatot out to rescue the group soon after. Van, Zita, and Marielle then returned to Nemeth Island feeling strangely uplifted. Nothing strange about it.
You're always helping me out, so I promise I'll pay you back 100-fold. I've got to return the favor for all the times you gave me advice in the past.
I'm happy to have gotten to know you a little better, Van. If you would be so kind, I would be pleased if you looked after my brother and Najee in the future.
Van's parameters up. Defense +5. Yes, sir. Van's parameters up. Strength +5. That's a tidy little boost. So let us go ahead. Who's next up?
Confirming schedule.
Obviously, the next group that I'm interested in is going to be the... Wait. Oh. Agnes has a dual affiliation. Oh. I didn't even realize. There are plenty of people with dual affiliations. That's cool. So let's see what the Sword Sisters are up to. Are they sparring? I think it's about time you came clean, Divine Blade of Silver. Out with it. What exactly is Ikaruga up to? And why did you fight Van in Longport? Jeez, someone forgot to take their chill pill this morning. In my defense, I helped Van out in the end. Or, wait, maybe that's what's really got you all hot and bothered. I can do this all day if I have to. The sooner you stop dodging my questions, the sooner you can be on your way. Actually, I have another idea. Perhaps you'll be in a more talkative mood if I bring you to your knees, Divine Blade. Elaine is like, if you're about it, I'm about it. You're on. Let's let our swords do the talking. Whoa, hold it. They're gonna bring this whole place down. And it looks like we got Jin tagging along as well. Van and Jin too? Whew, glad we made it in time. Look, this ain't the time or the place for this. I get how you feel, but you gotta take it easy, alright? We can't have you pulling a Walter. Right now, we need to be figuring out what the owner of this place is after. So let's put aside the personal grudges, huh? It's not a personal... No, you're right. I lost my cool. Darn. And I was really looking forward to testing my mettle against the famous Beauty's blade, too. Guess we'll take a rain check on that. But, FYI, I'm ready to go anytime you are. Especially now that I'm all fired up. Trust me, I fully intend to take you up on that. And that might happen sooner than you might expect. Jeez. They're so ready to throw down, but I think that's actually extremely cool. Their little rivalry, or their big rivalry actually. The sparks are still flying. The guild already had her marked, but after that incident in Longport, I think Elaine hit a boiling point. To be fair, Shizuna ain't doing herself any favors. What with all the taunting, that gal's trouble with a capital T. Think I might have to step in. Oh? Do you know some other way we can resolve this? Let me guess, you want to propose something that'll help us let off some steam without resorting to bloodshed. At least let me say it for myself. What do you mean? And did you just read Van's mind? She keeps doing it. And other people are starting to pick up on it. Sure did. Jealous? Ugh, knock it off, you two. I get that you two have an axe to grind, but there are ways to settle beef that don't involve cleaving each other in half. I've got a much safer solution in mind. Follow me, girls. So what are we gonna do? Parasail? Oh! Race time! Alright, we're all set. Let's get this show on the road. And of course, Van will want something that involves motor vehicles. It's the Battle of the Blade Babes. Beauty's Blade versus the Divine Blade of Silver. They both do have Blade in their monikers, huh? But instead of clashing steel, they're clashing wheels in a riveting bikini orbital bike race. I'm surprised Elaine agreed to that. I feel so foolish. Why would you, of all people, suggest that we wear bikinis? Wait, it was Shizuna's idea? Because it levels the playing field. You won't have the clothing air resistance excuse when I make you eat my dust. I also just thought having a little eye candy would attract a few more eyeballs. Huh, she knows how to draw a crowd, that's for sure. Guess that comes with the unclouded eye package. Is that what the I feel like that's a severe misuse of the unclouded eye. Would you please stop trying to rationalize this? Hey, turn that frown upside down. You're gonna have a blast, I promise. I feel like, yeah, once she gets into the spirit of things, that competitive sport aspect of it, yeah, she'll be down. Another swordsman I know likes to ride orbital bikes sometimes, so I've taken them for a spin a few times to see what the big deal is. Obviously, she's talking about Reen. I've never done a full-blown race with them before. I'm pretty stoked for this. So you're completely enthralled with this ridiculous idea. Why am I not the least bit surprised? I get that swordsmanship's more your speed, but sometimes it's good to expand your horizons and give something else a whirl. Besides, you're getting to duke it out with the Divine Blade and see the island from a new point of view. You're killing two birds with one stone. Prince Shareed's bunch and the Arkwright Solutions team are making sure the roads are clear of any bystanders. So don't worry about putting on the brakes. You're clear to go hell-bent for leather. Not you too, Jin. Everyone's driving me up the wall here. Fine. If it's a race you want, then it's a race you'll get. I'll be running circles around you. We'll see about that. First one to finish 2 full laps around the island will be the winner. Alright, ladies, start your engines. So I think my money is on Elaine. Let's do this. On your marks, get set, go! With that, the race between Elaine and Shizuna was off to a rumbling start. Oh, there's zoom in. I'm already well in the lead. Now I just need to maintain it to the end. Yeah, not happening. Whoa! Whoa! The Divine Blade slipped right past her. Holy smokes, how'd she pull that off? It looked like she caught her slipstream. That was amazing. I'll say, I didn't know an orbital bike could maneuver like that. That lady's talent is inhuman. I was careless. So what was that about running circles around me? The race has only just gotten started and it's already heating up. We're coming up on some rough terrain, so things might get dicey and bouncy. Keep those cameras at the ready, folks. Oh, there, I caught up. Let's see, maybe here? She took a shortcut? Oh, no way! Off-roading a bit, yes way! I love me a good shortcut. The Divine Blade's using her unclouded eye to find the fastest routes on the track. Has Beauty's Blade met her match? Now that's a more prudent use of the unclouded eye. This race is getting real spicy real fast. The only thing that'll make it better is if we got a happy accident. What do you think? Should we give the people what they want? What? No! Are you crazy? The Silver Blade's still in the lead. One more lap to go. Who's gonna win? So, as the second and final lap progressed, Elaine did everything she could to narrow the gap. Dang, I shouldn't have bet on Elaine. However, Shizuna refused to give her a reach. Until the very last moment. Well, it's been fun, but I think I've got this race in the bag. Better luck next time. Oh, why'd she veer off? Oh, shoot. Whoa! Holy crap, Beauty's blade just pulled ahead out of nowhere. Wow, I wish I had thought to use that route. I was counting on you not making use of it. Now, I believe victory is mine. Elaine, I never doubted you for a second. All those times I did, definitely never happened. And there we have it, folks. The winner is Beauty's Blade, Elaine Auclair. She sure showed us what an A-rank bracer is made of. Alright, that's a wrap. Hope y'all enjoyed the race. They put on one heck of a show, in more ways than one. Let's give it up for Elaine and Shizuna, everyone. Elaine the victor. Aw, I was this close to beating you. Then you had to pull that cheap little stunt at the last second. You're one to talk. You must have got the idea to venture off the beaten path after I showed you up in the first lap. I was simply thinking on my feet, so to speak. You pulled the rug out from me, so I thought I'd return the favor. I bet everything on that last gambit. Well, major props. I guess your recent experiences in the capital really paid off. This just goes to show I have a long way to go. I better turn things up to 11. Please don't. That's the entire thing we were trying to prevent. You realize the dial only goes up to 10, right? Anyway, I hope that helped clear the air between you two. You feeling better, Elaine? Yes, I am. I think I was a little too high-strung earlier. I recognize now there are more pressing matters at hand. I shouldn't have let myself get so tunnel-visioned. Still, it's too bad we couldn't go toe-to-toe in an actual sword fight. But I'm sure I'll have other chances down the line. Yeah, we're definitely going to be fighting each other. Right. And when that time comes, I promise I'll give it my all. I don't think we'll have a choice. Those girls just don't know when to quit. Well, at least they're not at each other's throats anymore. Yep, and I got a feast for the eyes out of the deal, so no complaints. Now, I better get back to... Oh, I don't think you'll be going anywhere. Indeed, not until we've gotten some payback. Payback? For what? For what, Van? For what? What do you think? For making me race in this ridiculous outfit? Not to mention all those tactless little comments you made. I'll have you know that was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done in my life. How about a 3-person race this time? We'll go all out and make you eat dirt fair and square. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up a sec. There's no way I can compete with you two. I don't think you're getting out of this one, pal. I hate to say it, but you had this one coming. Are they going to make him do it in a Speedo? Van was forced into a race against his will, where he was soundly trounced by Elaine and Shizuna, who have put their differences aside in the face of a common enemy.
I would have preferred a proper sword fight, but I still had a lot of fun in the end. Thanks, Van.
You got off easy this time, Van. Next time, I'll let my sword do the talking.
He should definitely count himself lucky. Ooh, plus 10% on the SCLM chain effect. Oh, shard skill, mighty thievery. So who is...
Confirming schedule.
Who's up next? Let us see. We've got one more. Let's do these guys. Wow. Still working even out here. There. That takes care of the equipment. Hello, Albert. Sorry to bother you on your day off. Albert. Okay, yeah, the purple-haired dude. Or brown-haired? Yeah, brown hair. Would you mind checking with Odette about those documents from our last meeting and transferring them my way? Much appreciated. There'll be a souvenir with your name on it when I get back. Almost forgot. I need to send that vendor an orb mail. We're here to relax, Ren. What are you doing? May as well take this opportunity to draft up a schedule for the guests of honor, too. I see the problem. Do you think this plan will actually work? Depends on how well you play your cards. We gotta get her to relax some kind of way. There you are, Ren. Hello, Van. Agnes. To what do I owe the pleasure? Well, we were just wondering if you'd like to come to the beach with us. It's not every day we get to spend time together at a resort, after all. Much as I appreciate the sentiment, I still have a few pending tasks on my plate. Come on, Ren! Don't be so lame! You like a tea party as much as anybody, right? Well, maybe not a Ren tea party, a regular tea party. But perhaps I can make room for some afternoon tea. None of that work has to be finished right this second, does it? If it absolutely needs doing, I'd be happy to help later. But it'd mean a lot to me if you joined us. Oh, very well. I can afford to take a breather. Then it's settled. Let's get changed and meet up over at the beach. Is Van actually going to be in his swimsuit in this one? He is. Whew. Beach volleyball. It's been an age and a half. What? Or what? You got experience? When would Ren? Cause she wasn't part of the Michelin trip in the Cold Seal games, and she definitely wasn't part of it in the Crossbell games. At Michelin back in Crossbell, yes. I played with the family that I'm acquainted with. They had their little boy, Colin, with them at the time, so I wouldn't consider it a serious bout. Okay, so that's the time that she spent with the, I forget their names. In fact, it almost feels as though Agnes proposed this idea in hopes of stoking that particular memory. Me? I was just thinking it'd be a nice way to unwind. Nope, she clocked her instantly. She also figured you could channel all your pent-up stress into the game. You know, from leading the student council and all. I never said that! That's funny. I consider my work on the slimmer side compared to a certain part-time job of yours, Agnes. I even get to hold tea parties on a regular basis, complete with all the sweet treats I can stomach. Sweet treats? Y'all never need an advisor, I mean... We already got you out on the sand, so there's no worming your way out of this. I suppose a bit of recreation won't hurt, but I'm getting changed and heading back right after. She is committed to the job. At any rate, unless you fancy trading off 1 versus 1, we're still a player short. So we didn't get any connection event points for Jin, so whoever shows up here is probably going to be in the same boat. In that case, it'll probably either be Sharid and Najee or one or the other. Then perhaps I could fill the gap. Oh, no, Lucrezia. The golden butterfly. Hold the phone. I was thinking we could look around for the perfect 4th. And you found her. I know a good time when I see one. Plus, it isn't often that I have the opportunity to get the better of Ren. A bit early to be gloating. Have you considered the possibility that you might lose? And here I was hoping to keep this simple. Hey, surprises are the spice of life, right? Now, come on, let's split into teams. After taking into account each participant's general level of athleticism and experience with the sport, it's probably going to be Ren and Agnes versus Lucrezia and Van. It was decided that Van and Ren would face off against Agnes and Lucrezia. Alright, well. So she must be extremely good then. This isn't exactly how I thought we'd pair up. Oh? It seems well balanced to me, all things considered. Are you saying you wish you'd been partnered with Mr. Arkwright instead? Sorry, Agnes. I didn't mean to steal him away from you. He isn't mine to begin with. Our plan's going a little off course, but no big deal. If we're going through with this, we might as well make a competition out of it. Isn't that already what was going on? What's going on with, what's going on with Ren's hand? How about this? The losing team has to do any one thing the winning team says. Now, did Agnes just lock in? Holy crap. Ooh, a little thrill to raise the stakes. I like it. The idea of having you and Ren at my whim is tantalizing indeed. I could say much the same in reverse, though I doubt it would teach you any lessons. That said, I'm not so sure if that's Agnes's idea of a reward. No need to worry for my sake, Ren. I don't plan on taking this game lightly. Oh? If you insist. Guess we'll just have to go all out in there, won't we, Van? Rein it back a bit, will ya? We can't let them beat us, Lucrezia. My, but aren't you eager? Shall we then? And so the beach volleyball match began. While lighthearted to start, things gradually heated up as the game progressed. Yeah. Oh no, my angle was off. Well, oh wow. That was one hell of a spike. Impressive as ever, Retzi. It was my partner who set me up for success, not the liability you hoped she'd be, Thanks for the save. So, Ouroboros, the members, if they weren't so bloodthirsty and prone to murder, they can be nice people. They can be, well, not nice. They can be personable and amicable and reasonable, but they're still ultimately aligned with the Grandmaster's grand designs. I mean, at least until they aren't. Take this! Well, we evened it up. Just barely out of bounds. A pity. Oh, did that not count? Yeah, I don't know anything about volleyball, so. No worries. No worries. Just shake it off. Whew. We're on track to win this set thanks to you, Lucrezia. I guess even Ren makes mistakes once in a while. No, I think Ren is purposely throwing the game. Why, naturally. This may not be her first foray on the court, but she hasn't quite found her rhythm. I don't think we'll have such a smooth go of it from here on, though. What makes you say that? You'll see. Now, on to the next serve. Are they both trying to throw the game? Agnes and Lucrezia proceeded to take the first set. The tide, however, began to shift in the second. Take the shot! How do you like this? Oh, got us that time. Huh? I told you as much, no? It took a hot second for you to get in the groove. Now that I have a better feel for this, it's time to mount a comeback. Oh, crap. It's like we're playing against a totally different person. There's a reason they call her a genius. Given the time, she can adapt to any situation or environment. Also her multiple PhDs, too. I imagine she spent the first set observing me until she figured out my every move. So being a true genius goes beyond smarts alone. Ren's even more amazing than I already gave her credit for. That said... Oh, sorry. I was just thinking that I shouldn't place all the burden of winning on you. I'm going to dig deep and do my part too. I actually really want Agnes to win. Because, like, obviously everybody expects her to beat the weak link. Lucrezia even said as much. I think she deserves this W. But deserving it and earning it are two different things. That's the spirit, darling. From there, Ren, who was now at full strength, kept Lucrezia in check, allowing her and Van to take the second set. With that, the game carried on to the third. Here we go. Last set out of 3. I guess we better start brainstorming a penalty for them. You haven't won just yet. Let's make this one to remember, shall we?
There! Take this! Yeah!
Is that us? Both teams played with intense fervor, neither side letting up for a moment as the match entered its final phase. Eventually, everything came down to one final point. And then... the ball's up for grabs. This is it! On yes! Alright! Whoops. We've been had. 15 to 14. The victory is ours. Alright. And so, obviously, Ren's penalty is going to be staying off that computer for the rest of the day. You had me fooled at the end there. I didn't even notice on Yes going for the spike. Especially when you'd been building your plays around Retzi the whole match. The young lady here thought that if I drew your attention, she could take you by surprise at the last minute. Though it was still a complete gamble as to whether or not I could actually pull it off. I just figured there was no way we could beat you two head on. Color me impressed. Apparently, working for a Spriggan has made you rather crafty. Well, the winners get to give the losers one command, so don't be shy. Let's hear it. I'll do whatever you ask, so long as it isn't anything that'll hurt our friendship down the line. It was your strategy that won us the game. Why don't you do the honors for us both? I appreciate that. Here goes then. Ren, I order you to divvy up more of your student council duties with the rest of us. Huh? Okay, well, yeah, that's not exactly what I thought it was going to be, but it still basically amounts to the same thing. You're always so preoccupied with getting everything done yourself. Yes, it's important to prepare for the upcoming festival, but even here on the island you've been working remotely. Guilty as charged. I know you're a genius who can do whatever she sets her mind to. You tackle everything single-handedly, academic or otherwise. Even during that ordeal at Aramis, you were there to back us up. But Odette, Albert, and I are members of the student council too. You don't have to shoulder it all on your own. Supporting you is what we're there for. So please, try to lean on us a little more, okay? On yes. Now I see. So that's why you invited me out here to play volleyball with you. Can you blame her? It might just be a game, but she was hard-pressed getting you to take her seriously otherwise. The golden butterfly wasn't part of the plan, but it did make for a better match in the end. Though now I wonder if you only squeezed yourself in because you knew what we were up to. I'm sure she had some kind of inkling. She knew Ren before anybody else here did, after all. Why, I haven't a clue what you mean. Thank you. All of you. Orders are orders. I promise to share more of my responsibilities with the rest of the student council from now on. Just don't change your tune when the work piles up to your ears. Oh, Ren, I wouldn't have it any other way. And now? I really do need to look into what that old goat is plotting, though. Talking about Harwood. After ensuring that Ren took some extra time to relax, Van and Agnes regrouped with the others and resumed their investigation. Oh, Van didn't get one?
Dear me, if I'm causing you to worry that much, Agnes, then I must be slipping. You and Van have my thanks. And I suppose Retzi does as well.
I've always wanted to help lift some of the burden from Ren's shoulders. I guess this goes to show that I've grown since I started working at Arkwright Solutions.
Well, I guess whatever Van's punishment was, support effect plus 10%. I was interested to know, but I guess we can just make up one, I guess. We'll say that Agnes made Van Oh, we'll say that on Yes Made Van, treat everyone there to something something sweet to eat. So not too much of a punishment. But definitely something I can see her making him do. Yeah, we definitely need to spend some more time with Rosette. But oh well, we should get another connection point once we've hung out with all the people. But give me one moment, give me 1 second. All right, and hopefully, if I did everything correctly.
Yay!
God dang it!
So, where's my bonus check?
Okay, getting the MVP on Agnes might be a little more difficult than getting the MVP for the other characters because there's no offensive S-craft to spam. Sure, don't mind if and we do.
I'm getting even stronger.
Yes, you are. Aaron is up next. I haven't been paying attention to like which of these we've been getting.
This is gonna be even stronger.
Fairy? She's got plenty. Which one of these? I guess I use...
All powered up.
I've got like a singular memory of using that at least, so... Alright, fair enough. Oh, and the Mystic Cube. I think I'll go ahead and just sit on that for right now. But yes, fair enough. We've gone ahead, gotten that set. So let us take a look at... Yes. So many achievements. I gotta say, definitely my favorite usage of this. Nebulous Cannon. Time plus Mirage. Magic Droplet. And then we got Rosette, Katra, and I was intending for it to be Agnes. But that's not what ended up happening, as you saw. I might take, is it possible to just have a singular? Because what I might end up doing is, like, big time cheesing it. Going into the very first floor of the Marian Garten with just Agnes. And then having her smurf all the way down there. Make sure that nobody else can even compete for it. This must be the rental car Teresa mentioned. Not bad. Even shares a series with my baby girl. Yeah! Falcom, justify that model reuse. Awfully big of them to loan it out to us. Now, let's see. Looks like I can take up to 2 other passengers with me. Might as well reach out to a couple people and have them tag along. Only 2? Van, you can fit at least 5 people in there, but okay. Yeah, let's take a drive. So, let's do Zita and Elaine. Why not? Whoa. Van's got multiple outfits? This is probably just Swim Trunks Van with an overshirt. Nothing for Zita, though. This island may be uninhabited, but do try to keep that lead foot of yours reined in. Thank you very much for asking me to join. I feel as if we're about to embark on a grand adventure. You two all nice and seated? Then let's get this tour on the road.
All right, let's punch it.
I really do appreciate you driving me around the island.
Ooh. Whoa! This is a first.
Damn it!
So you could drive a motorbike and ride a horse, but
What a lovely breeze.
I don't think you were able to. How many games has it been since we've been able to drive around? But a car is definitely new.
An abandoned church. So quiet.
Ooh. Ah.
An undeveloped area? I'm curious to know what's inside.
We'll tell you all about it once we get to exploring it. And the controls are intuitive too. Falcom, I wouldn't say no to a legitimate racing minigame. Oh.
Let's put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah. Oh, so it's these red markers must be all the things that the passengers can comment on.
These ruins must date back to ancient times. How fascinating.
I hope we're not great on our driving skills. Because, way. Alright, can we drive through this gap? No, okay, that's fine. But that begs the question of how the heck... And Calvardian's right. I remember commenting on that in the first game. How even though this place is, well, everybody was like, it's mostly France, but... It still would have been cool if they drove on the other side of the, if they drove on the other side. Maybe that's just my American sensibilities jumping out. Yeah!
Nice to just kick back by the shore sometimes. I think we've seen just about everything.
So now we have to return? Okay, fair enough. There's probably a path that involves... Oh my... Adios! This is crazy. Okay. Jeez!
I wonder what lies beyond that tunnel. Ooh, I'm getting a little excited.
Okay, so I guess we're...
Man, this feels great.
We're supposed to drive well, can we take this down onto the beach? It'll probably stop us at the stairs. Yeah. Can't you imagine? But okay, fair enough. This was cool. Falcom is definitely never one to be scared of going above and beyond.
Nice drive.
Thank you for the tour, Van.
From there, Van and his companions wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. Neat. Oh, they're not going to give us the opportunity to simply spam the same person with these over and over again. I see. So in that, or to that end, what is... Hold on, let me, Okay, I was like, is it in here or is it on the other side? I am glad I checked. So the boat is probably going to be the same thing. We'll probably be able to just straight up drive. So in this case, let's go parasailing. We're currently offering a parasailing experience to our guests. It's an exhilarating two-person trip through the skies. Are you interested? Okay, so we can only pick one other person for this. So this will probably give 15 connection points then. Parasailing in a pair, huh? Maybe I should invite someone to join me. Let's invite Aaron. That'll be funny. You've never been parasailing before, right? Yeah, I'm pumped to see how it stacks up for a primo party animal like me. Sounds like you already think you're too good for it. Quit yapping already and let's fly. Let us fly indeed. Now, is there a little bit of a mini game to this too, or no?
Let's take to the skies.
Sure, I'll kill some time with you.
Oh. Okay, so it's just a scenic route. Pretty.
It's like we're walking on air.
Oh. This is voiced. I'm not sure if I would be able to, This seems like a lot.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
I think, L3 is to change view. Okay, so we can zoom in or zoom out. I don't know.
Damn good view.
Yeah, I think I might personally stick to driving. Parasailing would, well...
Let's see how fast we can go.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I'd personally be down for something like this. Like, a fall into the water from this height...
Heck of a view.
A fall from the water into this height might smart, but it definitely wouldn't, well... Yeah, you'd smack against that, but it wouldn't be, lethal. I'd be too scared, though. No, I'd go for it.
That breeze feels awesome.
I'd go for it the once, I think. But definitely sticking to the driving. And I think there was a third thing
The sun's pretty damn gorgeous, ain't it?
I think there was a third thing we could do as well, but let me enjoy the parasailing. To a side.
I bet this could work in Longport too.
Longport does have a... Oh, end the activity. So will it just keep driving around until I quit?
You
No.
doing okay?
Fine,
Okay.
I'll admit it. was actually kind of fun.
All right. From there, Van and his companion wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. That one gives 20. And it is just those two things that we have to do 8 more times. Intriguing. Okay, so I think... I'm not sure, because if it's just those things, like I said, we have to do those 8 more times before we can before we're done with this section. And while it'll be cool for me,
this looks like a good fishing spot.
I'm not 100%. Okay, here's where we can access the American Garten. Not 100% that I won't just skip to the end of this. Because it's not like these are mini games. So let's invite... We'll do Shizuna, Nina. Nina? Whoa, we can invite her? I'm not gonna lie, I was like, wait, Nina, who the heck? But, okay, I guess she is here. So we're going roofless, huh? That'll make things interesting if a monster attacks. I've been doing nothing but filming ever since we arrived. Sightseeing should make for a nice change of pace. You two all night? Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
I probably would not have actually picked Nina if it had not slipped my mind who she friggin' I didn't think she would be available for this, but I guess if Marielle is, then it makes sense that she would be as well.
I didn't scratch the paint job.
But yes, even though they should all comment on the same exact...
This hill is quite bumpy, isn't it?
Oh. Well, I guess everybody's not going to comment on the same things. Oh no, never mind.
Is that an abandoned church? It's so quiet.
Alright, interesting.
Want to hop the fence and see what's back there?
I wonder if everybody has a line for everything. Like, if we had picked Shizuna second, would she have commented on the abandoned church and Nina commented on the fence, potentially? Quite interesting.
Looks like this place is pretty well maintained.
And it was Zita who commented on the, it must be random.
Let's put the pedal to the metal.
Because it was Zita who commented on the tunnel the last time. And Van this time. And Van is always going to be first pick, I guess.
Ruins from a bygone era. How interesting.
I don't know. She's, okay. So she's in, whatever they're protecting up in, whatever they're protecting up in Longkai, or whatever they were doing up in Longkai, like, I think she's genuine when she says that, because whatever they're normally up to,
damn it,
is definitely something to...
Oh, I'd love to come relax here once filming has wrapped.
I think we've seen just about everything.
What happens if we get out? Oh. Okay. So I guess if we wanted to fight or something? Oh. Okay. Whoa. What in the Gran Turismo? Oh, neat.
Damn it.
Oh, wow. They're staring dead at us. I'm not sure. Okay, well. I think the road is probably going to be a better bet. But this is still a very interesting view. All
We
right.
should do this again sometime.
10, so she's about to rank up, and that's the first. Yeah, not too much we can do for her. Okay. Let me... Because the parasailing thing, there's less to comment on with that. But I would still like to hang out, at the very least with 10 things, we're going to be able to hang out with everybody, and some people are going to definitely double up. But this time, let's go parasailing with... We can't pick Marielle or Zita for this. Okay, so in order to go parasailing with us, you have to have a swimsuit. And I guess Marielle and Zita did not pack one. Let's go for Katra this time. Given the wind angle and velocity, the aerodynamic lift with respect to gravity in this situation would... What are you muttering about over there? Oh, nothing. I was just going over the math to make sure this thing is actually flight-worthy. Yeah, see, Katra wants to make sure that this thing is isn't gonna crap out on you too. You nervous about riding it? Me? Nervous? Don't be silly. The calculations checked out fine in my head the first time, and the second, and the third. 1 second in the air is all it'll take to get that stuff out of your mind. I think once you're fully committed to the experience, you basically don't have any choice but to enjoy yourself. Now come on, let's ride. But everybody in this game is made out of pretty tough stuff, so a fall from that height would barely scratch them.
Is it too late to back out?
It is indeed. Neat. Okay, I'm not sure how far we have to get into this in order for me to be able to... Because the voice lines...
Like we're walking on air.
The voice lines are nice, but they would have had to have recorded about 50 for Van in order for this to not get kind of repetitive.
I wish Gran could see this.
And judging from the very first one, they definitely have not. So I will catch back up with you guys in a moment.
Whoa, the sky is so vast.
You can almost see the trails in it. Aha! Can you? There are no trails in the sky.
Holy...
Not yet, anyway. Open-top cars usually remind me of shootouts, but this sounds a lot more fun. I plan on getting a license of my own eventually, so if you notice me studying you, that's why. So,
right,
this time...
Let's punch it.
Yeah, let's go.
Swin is definitely... Okay, I think... Ooh.
Oh, crap. I didn't scratch the paint job.
Yeah, I think... I was never very good at Gran Turismo, as you can see.
Got a hill here. It's kind of bumpy.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it's random who comments on what.
I'm guessing it's deserted.
But I definitely prefer... It's longer, but I prefer this.
I wonder what the deal is with that island over there.
Yeah, it's definitely random who comments on what. Yeah, okay. But I think from here, everybody's comments are probably generally going to be along the same...
Definitely wouldn't want to get caught in a pincer attack here, that's for sure.
Yeah, everyone's comments are probably going to generally be in the same...
Let's put the pedal to the metal.
...type of thing. So I think, unlike with the...
Those are some big ruins.
Unlike with the other activities for us here, I'm probably going to just skip to once I've gotten all these set, especially because there's only really one thing we can do here versus there being multiple activities every other time. And plus, oh my adios, I'm crashing into everything. We would have to pay for this car by the time we were done if this was like real life. Oh my gosh. This feels so fresh and exciting, even if it's far from the first time we've ridden together. I'm surprised it was even on your list of potential invites. This will be a lot more efficient than walking from landmark to landmark. So, I think, definitely for a speed run of this game, you probably just pick parasailing every single time and then mash O. No other option.
Damn it!
No other option really makes any type of sense for trying to get through this as quickly as possible. But yeah, Mario.
This island sure has a lot of places to see.
As much guff as Van gives you, he definitely considers you a treasured acquaintance.
It sure is quite...
Wait, Marielle doesn't even say anything as thanks when you get done with this? Interesting. But, okay. I'm not sure if that's the case. Dang. Why even make her an option then? Oh well. Let's go ahead and go parasailing once again. And then this time, I believe we'll be picking... Let's go for you. Parasailing, This promises to be quite the enriching experience. I figured living off of Marduk's salary would let you go on vacations like this all the time. Especially if you and Mirabelle went in on it together. We've discussed such things before, but sadly, our work keeps us both too occupied to follow through. This is a rather exceptional occasion in that sense. I'm sure Marduk operates on that unlimited PTO model. You don't say. We better make the most of it then. Indeed. But yeah, Rosette is definitely making pay days.
I very much appreciate your invitation.
Now, I wonder, does Van say the first thing every single time? Probably.
My, what a picturesque view.
Well, I was completely wrong. So it's this one is random as well then. Interesting. Oh, and it's not like the car, you can't...
Sea breeze feels quite nice.
And it's not a back and forth every time. But in the car you can ping the shard search.
I never imagined I would be doing something like this.
Can't do that here though. But alright, interesting. I'm just now realizing that the reason why, because Rosette is the only person who actually talked. I'm just now realizing that that's probably the compromise on the Van needing 50 voice lines thing. After you hear him talk, after you hear the back and forth between him and his companion twice, you only hear the voice lines of the companion going forward. Probably. Something weird might have just happened, but I'm sure I'm right. I don't mind driving myself, but getting chauffeured around isn't bad either. I'm gonna use this time away from S to map out an itinerary for our next date. Right. You do that, Nadia.
Punch it.
How very kind of you to extend me an invitation. You're the last person for us to hang out with. This just seemed like the sort of thing you'd be used to. Well, soaring through the skies on Potter Mater was one thing. Doing so with a male companion is a first for me. Yeah, I don't think we've had the opportunity to actually hang out with Ren during any of these downtimes prior to now. But the rare Potter Mater mention is nice. The pressure's on me to be a good escort then. So yes, let's test my theory, see if it's only Ren who talks.
This'll be a nice change of pace.
This place really does look pretty nice though.
My, what a splendid view.
She ain't wrong. The whole island from here.
Holy.
I was wrong. I guess Rosette just... Because Rosette, she said all 4 of her lines in a row. But...
You can see all the way out to the horizon.
You can indeed. Some trails will lead us out there eventually, eh? Such a clear and sunny day as this makes for ideal driving weather. Going around by convertible will be a nice way to see everything Nemeth has to offer.
More to see than I expected.
Alright, and so from here, that if you pick matching pairs, there's more dialogue. I should have figured. Neat. Support effect plus 10%, and I'm sure with that, we're also going to get... Nope. Check out the island. Well, I guess we're ready to call it a day. We're not going to get another...
Confirming schedule.
Oh, we're not going to get another connection event. Okay, well. In that case, we can call it a day. Interesting. I thought we were going to get another one. Oh. Van's group returned to the villa. I forgot. We've got recipes we need to check and shared what they learned with the others while on break. So, in other words, we've yet to find any leads, surefire or not. Yeah, and we went over this place with a fine-tooth comb. That all said, something about this place stinks. I just haven't sniffed out the source of the stench yet. Dang, we are in a giant crowd. It's definitely odd that our elusive owner invited us all here only to never show his face. Well, it's not like we're in any rush to meet him. I can't imagine he invited us here just to give us a relaxing vacation. Doubtful. He's definitely hatching a plot, and nothing good ever comes from that. Then that's all the more reason to stay on the alert. Ugh, I just want to let loose and shoot this shit, man. Is that too much to ask? It'd be a good idea to think about how we want to spend our time from tomorrow on. Who's this? Aludra. Oh, another airliner's coming in. I believe that's the last flight scheduled for today. So who's new on the itinerary then? Considering we're in off-season right now, I doubt there are many passengers on board. Hold the phone. Is that who I think it is? Is it the man himself? That's one of Marduk's airships. Oh, Qasim! No way! Wait a minute. Look who's on the deck of the boat. Wait, so this is turning into a who's who? Oh. Ikaruga. Kurogane.
Thanks for the help, Kurogane. Everything work out okay?
What were they up to?
Yes. I've already made contact with our main unit. Also, I have a message from the matron.
The matron. So she's the she's the 8 Leaves Black God. That's not what they're called. It was something like that. But I guess the matron is the 8 Leaves Black God's school's version or counterpart to Master Kafai. She's probably a peer of his.
What a dull-ass hunk of rock. Why in hell's name would he hole up here?
And Walter's here too.
Perhaps this is merely a misdirection on his part.
There's Qasim.
Qasim?
And also, what's his face?
Even those Dominions tagged along. Didn't think we'd be running into each other again so soon.
Well, all right, time to get the party started right back up.
So you came, as I anticipated.
Let's try to entice Qasim over to our side. We can't pay as well, but you know, come on.
I assume you were drawn here because of that intel.
I'm only here because of the risk management AI's assessment. The general manager requested I fly to this island post-haste.
Well, we're happy to have you.
I believe the others are here to assess the threat as well.
Sure as hell didn't expect to find you guys here.
Oh, well.
The same goes for the vice captain. Who would have thought we'd be sitting shoulder to shoulder on the heels of that dreadful little squabble?
I have no quarrel with you at present. There's a time and a place for grudges.
Okay, he's not trying to start it off again.
That's our line, bucko. Oh, so these are the people they were telling us about. Sounds like everyone has their own reasons for being here.
And it's all highly suspicious.
They're probably after the fragments or the island's owner.
I'm surprised some of them would even dare to show their faces here, though.
Oh, shit! Damn Spriggan and his brats are here! The hell's going on?
How did she get here? Whoa! Check it out! Wow, Sal's here too!
The chaos in Longport tapered off much sooner than I predicted. I suppose we have the Liu family to thank for that.
So, you bastard.
Yeah, won't be too much relaxing going on with him here, I guess. Come on, Aaron, play nice.
Stay your tongue, boy. Neither words nor action can change what's past. Save your breath and spare us your misplaced ire.
He's not wrong. There's no turning back the clock on this. The Lee family is here to stay.
Calm down. Don't let him get to you.
It looks like the prominent players have arrived.
Gathering us all here was likely part of the owner's plan.
Yeah.
Only Adios knows why, though. Unless those two know something we don't.
Hell no. There ain't a man in all of Zemuria who knows what goes on in that crazy bastard's head.
However, he did say you would likely be here. At least now we can finally settle matters between us.
Dang. Oh, actually, I'm just now realizing we couldn't invite the Golden Butterfly to any of that stuff.
We'll just see how things play out. Either way, this will make for quite the interesting little vacation.
Yeah, interesting. More like there's gonna be a lot of freaking fighting. Afterwards, the courtesy car drivers took the newest arrivals back to the villa. However, there were now more guests than there were rooms. Oh, so we're doubling up? After talking things over with the manager, Catra agreed to room with Esmeralda, and Judith shared a room with Nina. Huh, alright, well. We're gonna be able to walk about. Whew. That sure was a hassle. But I think we finally got it all sorted out. Still can't believe we had that many people show up all at once. Just what the hell is that nut job up to? Yeah, this guy. Guess mulling over it now won't really solve anything. If he's gonna make a move, he'll do it tomorrow. We can work out what our next play is in the morning. Something definitely smells off, though. Maybe I should take another look around the island before hitting the sack. So, let us... items... yeah. This is probably going to be... Aaron? Yes, Ruby Monto. Pizza. This... pizza... Elaine? Judith. Reward calzone. I guess a calzone is... yeah, a calzone is the kind of... is basically just a rolled up pizza.
Huh. New activities. They didn't have these earlier in the day.
Oh. We've got 7... oh, and 2 more connection events. Well, don't mind if we do.
What can I get for you? If you need anything else, I'll be right here.
Where are these new activities? Oh, probably some cards or something like that. Well, we'll check that out, but that's all going to be next time. So definitely join me then for more Trails Through Daybreak 2. Bye for now, guys.
A sea of clouds, and at its heart, the world tree, piercing the heavens. This is the world we call home. All rest